All right, this is the Skyfire LED flashlight. They sent this unit to me for free to review, and I'm just going to give you my honest opinion of it. So let's just go over all the features here and have at it. All right, this is what they claim is a 10,000 lumen flashlight. I cannot verify that, but I will tell you it's very, very bright. Comes with a 5,000 milliamp hour battery that they claim is good for 16 hours of runtime. I've had it for over a week, been using it quite a bit, and I have not had to recharge it. So it seems to have a really good runtime. All aluminum construction, has a nice substantial feel to it. You've got two USB ports here, USB-C in to charge it, USB-C, well actually it's conventional USB out to use it as a power source. One button operation with an LED battery life indicator. Has 4 different light modes. You've got high, medium, low, and strobe. And in addition to that, you can see that collar there moves the whole lens assembly, which allows you to go from a very broad beam to a very, very narrow beam. In addition to that, it comes with another lens that threads into the face of it. And this basically, it's almost like a magnifying glass, but this is to use the light as a fire starter. And we'll go over that in a minute here. But yeah, it just creates a really hyper bright focused beam, and you can use that to basically just start a fire with really dry materials. It's like a magnifying glass kind of. So that's the quick overview of it. Try and use it here as a power source. Plug a regular USB in, and then plug it into my S25 Ultra. Now, for some reason, I could not get it to charge my phone, and I may be doing something wrong. Maybe this is just a bad cord, but for whatever reason, I could not get it to power my phone up, which for me is not a deal breaker, but for some that might be an issue, and like I said, I might be doing something wrong. So this is the little narrow-focused additional lens that you thread on, basically just a magnifying glass, and it creates a very, very pin-like light. And you basically want to be about 3/4 of an inch from the lens to what you're trying to get started. I was able to light some paper on fire before I shot this video. And of course, once I fired up the camera, I could not get it to work. But just to show you that it does produce enough focused light to ignite something, I'll go ahead and show you with a cigar here. And you can see in a pretty short amount of time, it starts to get that cigar going. So if you have really dry leaves and twigs and material that's just really dry, if you were using this camping, you could probably get a little fire going. Kind of an interesting novelty. So here it is outside. This is just with the regular lens on it. Now we've removed the focused one. You can see the broad beam, and it's a nice even beam. It doesn't have any shadowing. I mean, it's just a really bright LED light. We're going to change it here and show you how the different modes go. Went down to the lower setting. And now we're showing you that beam, how focused it gets. I mean, it gets like a pinpoint. You can see pretty intense. So if you were doing inspection work or trying to find your cat or dog, or I don't know, just doing something at night where you need a really intense, narrow beam, this is pretty effective. I was impressed. And for the price, I mean, this is a very versatile light. You get a lot of flashlight for the money here. And you can see just now with the regular beam, just showing you how, I mean, it really does light up a big area. So if you're outside, you know, hunting or camping, this could be a nice all-arounder for you. So that gives you an idea of just how broad that beam can get. Now we're going to go ahead and see what it looks like from the air. We're going to put the drone up, and I'm going to take it up and see what it looks like from the drone. And you can see I'm projecting the beam up right now, and you can see the drone. We're probably not even up 50 feet at this point, but you can see it catches it pretty good. So now we're at the maximum altitude, 400 feet, and you can see me just kind of lighten it up. That's pretty bright from 400 feet away. If you were trying to attract attention, if you're on a road and maybe your vehicle is broke down, you're trying to gain somebody's attention, this certainly would do it. So we're going to compare it now to a couple flashlights that are quite a bit more money than this Skyfire. These are ones I've had for a while, but that one's a very bright, broad beam, and this one's an extremely focused, bright beam. And like I said, both of these are substantially more money than the Skyfire. So we'll see how they compare here, and I'll go through it. So you got the Skyfire, which we've already kind of demonstrated, but that's that broad, even beam. You can see it's got no shadowing or anything. It's just a nice uniform light. Now we're going to use the other flashlight that I've got that was quite a bit more money. I've had it for a few years. Very intense light, very bright. The center of it's going to be much brighter, but you can see it's a nice broad beam. It's definitely a brighter beam than the Skyfire, but for the money, that's pretty impressive how similar those are. Now we're going to use my more expensive narrow beam light. You can see this one's really bright. I mean, you can see this thing from a mile away. It's extremely bright. Now we're going to take the Skyfire and narrow it down. You can see it's pretty similar. I mean, bang for the buck. It's tough to beat this light. I'm going to go ahead and put a link in the description and a discount code, but yeah, I'm impressed. For the money, this is a very versatile light, and be good for camping and keeping in your car. As always, thanks for watching. No need to thumbs up, like, or any of that garbage. Have a good day.